Welcome back to The Angry Teacher. I am Richard Williams, The Angry Teacher, and today we're going to talking about empowering our kids. Hang around, we're going to learn today. Number one, now people think that empowering kids just means to make them feel good about themselves all the time. Well, I guess that's it. But always being so apologetic for everything. But sometimes it takes a lot more than that. And I'm going to go over like 4 things that requires us to really think about how we approach our students, especially the ones from a different neighborhood and the ones that require maybe a little bit more of your understanding. All right, so let's get into it. Number 1, this sounds very redundant, but I'm going to say it anyway. Teach. Simply teach. Don't apologize for what you have to do. Don't apologize for what they have to learn. Don't apologize for where they need to be. Yes, they've started behind the 8th ball. They're behind everybody else and they need to catch up, especially from some urban areas or some rural areas. They need to catch up, and it's overwhelming. And so you're just doling on the emotional touchy-feely stuff. But at some point they need to be taught. That's how you empower kids. You give them knowledge so that they can use that knowledge when they leave you. So teach them. It's okay, and by all means, be cool, be nice with them, be touchy-feely, be that emotional support for them, but you need to also instruct them. That's why you're hired, to teach them. That's why you're there, to make them better. Knowledge is power. Give them that knowledge. Give them that power. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and after all of that, ring the little notification for the next Angry Teacher video. Number 2, be real. Goes without saying, stop pretending to be somebody you're not. If you are from a different part of the country and you don't understand where you teach, you don't understand the students, be open to listen to them. Don't try to, because you've seen something on TV how you're supposed to act as this cool teacher, and you try to be this cool teacher and you're not. They can see this. They know that you're not being real with them. You're not being there for them. You're just another person in their lives who is not being real. So just be yourself and be understanding, and then that relationship will grow from there. Also, with being real, I need you to give them reality checks. Don't, even if your kids are from an affluent neighborhood or they're younger, at some point there needs to be some form of reality. When you go out into the real world, guys, this is what's going to happen. Yes, you are a little beautiful girl, but some people won't see you that way. So this is what happens. There needs to be some reality check. Let them know that at some point life is not going to be this rosy situation that's in our classroom, this little bubble that we have. All right, so and you can always determine when that's necessary in your class, maybe at the end of the year, once you've gotten to know them, or individually, whatever it is that you plan to do, make sure that they know that this is what real life is. All right, be real. Number 3, I can't say this enough, support them, support them, support them. Now, I teach at a high school where we do everything. It is a arts high school. They focus on the arts. They also focus on the medical field, and they're very good athletically. Oh my God, there's always something going on in that building. So with that said, it helps to help empower them. You got to support them. They got to know that you're there for them, right? So go to their events. Go to their events. It's going to wear you out sometimes, but show them that you're there for them. Sporting events, their student government events, their graduation events, their senior events, their sophomore events, their arts, when they have a show, when they have a gallery opening, when they have medical, there's like a competition that we can, as faculty, we can go see. When we have all of this going on, support the kids. When they have something outside of the building, maybe they're debutantes, when maybe there's something a part of the community, but that's not necessarily attached to the school, Go out there and support them. Let them know that you're there for them. That helps to embolden them and empower them in ways that you'd never think about it, right? All right, so number 4, check in with them. How you doing today, bro? What are you doing today, sis? Kind of hang out with them. Kind of see where they are, so you can notice when there's a change in how they are, and a change in who they are, because this is when they're realizing, I don't want to be this nice guy anymore, or I don't want to be this thug anymore, or I don't want to be whatever I want to be. I want to change that. So you're realizing that they're in relationships, and the relationships aren't working out, so their demeanor has changed. This is where you tap in. This is where you check in. Maybe not a whole group, because they won't necessarily respond. Some of them won't necessarily respond, or they'll be faking it just to get by and have you leave them alone. But every now and then, kind of sit next to them, talk to them, see how they are. And when they know that you're there for them emotionally, then they know that you are empowering them. You are giving them that strength, that inner strength that they need to start developing, so they can go out and change the world. All right? Lastly, now this might be a little bit problematic for some people, but I'm going to say it anyway, because in this environment that we're in, 2020 has sparked a lot of things that have been under the radar for so long, and it's been bubbling and coming up above surface. So I need you to enlighten the kids. Tell them about I know some of them have questions about the different movements going on, the different situations. Why is this group acting against this group? Why is this person being targeted against and didn't do anything wrong, or did do something wrong? Talk to them about the real life situation. This is their civic and civil lives that they need to know about. This is their socials, injustice or justices that they need to know about. Now, if you're teaching the younger grades, it's one thing you have to meter and determine how you're going to address that, but it needs to be addressed. At some point, throw it in there. Parents might be a little bit, have a problem with it. It depends on how you approach it. All right. If you have to tell them, this is a unit that we're going to be talking about a little bit, so you kind of send a letter home. If they want their child to do something else, then you draft up another lesson for them or whatever. But the ones who need to hear it, because sometimes the parents are not equipped to talk about why people are dying in the streets for no apparent reason, or why are people marching and throwing things and carrying on. Kids are nervous, they don't know what to ask, they don't know what's going on. They need to know. All right, so those are my 5 things that we need to do to kind of empower our students to be better, to do better, to think differently. Thanks for coming to class today. I want you to go out there and be great. Hey, let's go out there and teach.